Well, hello, friends. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a good one. We're going to play along with Craft Roulette. I want to say hi to Benita, who it's like 1 a.m. there, and to Brian, and to Judy, and to Lisa. And did I miss anybody else? We've got Kara and Danielle, and yeah, I think we've hit it so far. So it's going to be a good night. So we are playing along with Craft Roulette. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So our lovely design team coordinator, Justine, was the guest on Craft Roulette episode 325 last Friday. And her goal was to make a flip fold card, which I think she did it better than the way the parameters were given. Time or clock, and that's because her time stands still when she crafts. Colors are tartan, and a random thing was add a bow. So not too shabby with the parameters. We're going to use the Let's Play Ball paper pack, which happens to be 15% off all of our patriotic stuff, and I went ahead and just threw the Let's Play Ball paper pack in with that sale because it's red, white, and blue. That ends at 11:59 p.m. tonight, so you still have time. But so you've got some reds, you've got some navy blue stripes, you've got baseballs, you've got some diagonals, you've got the ball players, you've got it all. So these weren't really bad parameters this week. And I don't know if you guys know, but Pajama Crafter Stamps, in my opinion, has the best craft paper. It's called Pebble Beach, and we're going to be using that. And what I like about it is it has like these little flecks, like gray flecks in it. So you can like run it cool, you can run it warm, but it's not like that bright brown, blah, like cardboard box color. So I do like it better. I might, I only carry things I like. We're going to use the dang whoa yikes, because dang it, why wouldn't we? And we're using the Champion in the Making stamp set for baseball. So we're using this little girl here who's up to bat. We're going to use this little finger, or, number one thing. Love you to the outfield and back. I'm your biggest fan. Champion in the Making. Swing strong, stand out. Set your goals high and don't stop until you get there. Bo Jackson. Gotta love us some Bo Jackson. All right, I'm going to put that up there. We are going to use our little mini spinners. Summer and baseball, iconic, right? Hi, Marcia, good to see you. So off camera, I used my Barely Art glue because I still have no idea where my glue dots are. So we do have 2 pieces of paper. There, I use this little jig, so this will spin and it will show that. So the key rule is that I can't lose it. All right. So let's do the coloring first, and then we'll talk about the construction of the card. So I got these 2 little things to color. And I did choose the red, white, and blue tartan paper as my theme. And then for time, I used 'Tis the Season for baseball. And I foiled that with a gold toner reactive foil in my laminator, and I just cut this down. So this is part of our flashcards. If you don't know what flashcards are, they are A2 size panels. You'll get either 2 or 3, depending if there's 12 designs or 8 designs to a pack. So I use this one, but we've got baseball vibes. We've got the one when life throws you curveballs, grab a bat and swing. Let the field be joyful and all that's in it. Love, love. Oh my God, Becky, look at that bunt. Take me out to the ball game. I'm not going to sing it. And then we've got the 'Tis the Season. But these are on smooth cardstock, so you can use any of your alcohol markers on it. You can lightly use your pencils because it doesn't have a lot of tooth. And you can ink blend on them, and you can watercolor lightly on them. So, all right, let's get into the coloring. All right, I'm going to do her first. Now, I live in Cincinnati, and traditionally, they would be the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds. And that's why with red, white, and blue, kept it, true to my team. You could absolutely make this whatever color is your team. I will be honest, I'm not a huge baseball fan, so I'm not saying that I don't like baseball. I used to play baseball like when I was a kid. Softball, I guess, would be the correct way. But absolutely, you could do this with whatever team colors you have. I'm going to start with the skin tones. I always do skin first. I see Sandy on here. Good to see you, Miss Sandy. I see Tanya. Tanya is a fellow Cincinnati Reds fan, and so is Marsha. We've got Sylvia on here. It's good to see my local friends on here. So I got to meet Marsha for the first time on Saturday at the post office. She picked up her order for me because she lives that close. Small little world. Did you ever find out if you signed up for Sampaway for my class? Just curious. All right, so that was EO4, so that's what I call my scary dark. And I'm going to put that under her nose like a little shadow. She looks kind of crazy. Yes, we did chat it up for a long time. I feel like I probably owe you at this point. I don't know. So my E11 is darker than my E21. How do I know that? Because I color with them all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and put this E11 in, and I'm kind of going around the eyeball here. I'm not going into the eyebrow. Hey, I'm going to say this for the third time today. Hey, Lisa, how's it feel to be cancer-free? God, I love saying that. It's the best news I've ever heard. We were in the middle, we were, doing our daily chat, and I just said, and all of a sudden I broke out with, hey, guess what? She's like, what? And I said, is it ever going to get old? And she's like, nope. So for me, it's never going to get old. I am so ecstatic that we had the outcome. Yep, she's just healing. So if you want to send Lisa a card, you can still do that because she is still in the healing phase of some of her procedures. And you can send that to the P.O. box that's on the website. Just go under the banner that says Cards for Lisa, and you'll get the address, and that'll come to my box, and then I will forward it on to Lisa. Unless you know Lisa personally and she gives you her address, I just figured it would be easier for me to forward them. She showed me her mantle. She got such beautiful cards. Colette, the card is Colette on here? Colette sent a really pretty card. Now we're going to do an E00. So we're just going to fill in the rest of the area. I always color dark to light 99% of the time. Sometimes I will do light to dark, but usually I'm a dark to light girl. Lisa and I just had this conversation. And Rebecca, if you're on here on the replay, Lisa and I figured out what it is that you were asking for, and Lisa updated it to be more accurate. So you will have your information this week. I'm going to use an R21 because I think she's out in the sun and she's going to have some sunburn going on. And I forgot to color in the ear. I always forget the ears, you guys. So R21. Okay. There we go. All done there. All right, I'm putting that back. Gonna put the skin tones back because we have no more skin to color. This is an easy one to color, ladies and gentlemen. Brian, if you're still on here, yay. All right, so let's do the bat next. So that looks like a wooden bat to me, but I don't know. I kind of feel like making it like a black bat. All right, she is very cute. I agree, Sylvia. So all the orders from the weekend went out. This afternoon. Gosh, words are hard. Words are hard when your throat hurts. Oh, dang it, Marsha. Well, you know what? You know somebody, so you might be able to get lessons. I hope they're fun plans. Okay, so that was C9. You guys are better than the batch use on your. I'm sorry that I missed your live, Benita. I was getting a hairs done. So there was a bet among friends if I was actually going to come home with long hair because of this heat. And so it's no secret by now, because you all may have seen the hair short and then it went long, that I bought this beautiful hair. It's perfect. It's absolutely mine, but I bought it. Anywho, C5. But because of the heat and how disgusting it is, there was some discussion whether I was going to come home with long hair or if I was going to say, get these things out of here. And I was really leaning towards get these things out of here. But I don't know. She took them out because, you know, like when your hair grows, then they have to put them back up and all the things. And it turned out that I guess I like it long. And so that's how we do some metallic. Is we leave that in the center shine. Okay. So there we go. Leave the blacks out in case I change my mind what I'm doing. But yeah, what did you choose ready to put? Oh yeah, I was so ready to rip these out. I hit like the little crimper thing to pop the beads. I was so close to popping them. I was not a happy camper at one point. All right, so let's do the red. I'm dying to do the red. You guys know I love the red. So I'm gonna do the side here. And the reason I'm working upside down is I want my wrist to be comfortable. Okay, so that was R59. So I did one scary dark. Now I'm going to come in with my next scary dark, which happens to be a mid-tone for me. And this is R29. But yeah, it was hot. When my phone went off today saying that there was a heat emergency in the area, I didn't doubt it because I stepped out on my deck and I thought, oh my gosh. So I put the sun umbrella up for my cats that like to hang out outside. And then I put ice in their water, changed out their water, and then with cold water, and then I put ice in it, and the ice was gone in like, I think it was like 5 minutes. It was insanity. And that was R24. See how that's a cute little glow? All right, now we're going to do the same thing. I just like to color, like I like to do piece by piece, kind of like I do flowers. One petal at a time kind of thing. These markers need a good cleaning. I always tell you guys that the best thing you can do for your markers is take care of them. And mine look like somebody has thrown up all over them. Yuck. So Justine's on here because I see Pajama Crafter Stamps posted something, and that wasn't me. So that's the I'm using the Champion in the Making. We also have Legends Born, which is a stadium stencil, which is phenomenal. And you should get it. Somebody got it this weekend because I packed it. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Now we're going to have like a little red stripe here. And a little red stripe here. And we're gonna do things a little wonky because I still want a red. I want a red shirt. So I guess the stripes on the shirt are gonna be white. I don't know. She is cute, so it could be anybody's thing. Okay, so I feel like I should be coloring soccer since we've got the World Cup going on. But what I found, so you guys know I love this country, and I'm all patriotic and all that good stuff. And if you know, you know. Like my husband served, everybody in my family served, and we just overall just think it's an honor to serve the country, and we're very thankful. Okay. What's been really fun to watch are all the Europeans that have come over. And when you watch the interviews, they are absolutely awestruck at like our creeks and our woods, and evidently our ranch dressing is a big hit too. I guess TSA's had to tell people to pack it instead of like trying to drink a whole gallon of it. Like it sounds like they're like enthralled with Walmart and Sam's. It's freaking hilarious. But sometimes I think the U.S. gets a bad rap, and it's been really interesting to hear what other people have had to say about our country. And I'm all about it. I think it's pretty fantabulous. Now, that's not to say that I don't think other countries are fantastic. A lot of places I'd like to go visit. But it's always interesting because you hear on the news how bad our country is sometimes. And I'm going to tell you, for the people who fought for our country, I mean, we're getting ready to celebrate our 250th anniversary. It's sometimes hard to swallow hearing some of the crap that goes on. And it was really cool to hear what people have thought. So anyway, that's my 2 cents worth. And I am going to use this R24, which is my lightest color. And I'm going to do her shoes. Now, normally, like I said, I do light to dark, but this is such a small little area that we are just maybe we're going to start with the lightest. Oh my gosh, you guys. Tanya, you're so right. Europeans seem to like our country more than people in our own. I know, but that'll change. I think it'll come back around, because I remember, like, when I was a kid, it didn't matter, like, what was going on, what war was going on, what president was in place. Like you were taught to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and you were, to salute the flag, and like we just thought that the United States was like all that. So I think I'm going to hope that that comes back around. That's my wish. Okay. So cute so far. Do you love her yet? Because I do. All right. So we need to get rid of that little spot. Yes, I am a weirdo. I keep alcohol swabs right next to me. Okay. And we're going to dry it off, even though I don't think it's going to take long to dry it off. For it to dry, I should say. All right. So, as you know, even whites have shadows. So we're going to put some shadows in with a C3. Okay. I was missing the conversation here yet. So I'm going in with a C3 at the top of this hat. I'm going to go around the bottom of the shirt. Most of the time, I usually do my reds last because they like to bleed. I'm going to put like a little cuff in here where these socks are. I'm going to do some C's there. I always say, think of your coloring like C's, so like you're like softening everything. Okay. I'm missing anybody? Okay. And I'm going to use the C. We're going to just use the C7, so it's going to look like she's got like black cleats on. Even though these look more like Converse to me. I love me some Cons. Do we love her yet? Because I do. I'm going to use a B12. I'm making this stuff up as I go. And I'm going to give her just a little bit of color around the eye. Okay. It is adorable. Sandy's a baseball mom, from what I remember. Am I correct? Let me see if I'm missing anybody from my channel. Hold on. Because I broadcast to my channel and Pajama Crafter. All right. Okay. Sounds like I'm going to give her like a little bit of teeth. Okay. How ridiculous is that? I don't know. So for her hair, I'm going to do blonde. So I'm going to do E44, 43, 42, 41. So it's going to be like a dishwater brown. Oh, okay. All right. So where this cap is, there's still going to be a cast shadow. And I'm going to kind of flick that down. And then I'm going to start flicking that down under the hat and up above the ear. Now this is really small area, so you don't have to go super nuts with it. I mean, you can. This bat would give us a cast shadow as well as the hand. She's got a hair barrette back there, so we need to color that. And then this bat again will give a shadow. See, you don't have a whole lot of space to work with. Okay, throwing that down. E43. Now, for those of you who color with Copics, if you take both caps off, it equalizes that chamber and it keeps it from smudging if you've got a very full marker. A friend of mine actually keeps hers underfilled, which I don't suggest because you get poor marker quality. She swears the opposite, but that's what she likes to do. You've got to do, oh, Justine, I'm afraid to say this because I'm afraid like Sean might watch this, but my scan and cut actually worked. So I don't necessarily have to keep the one I just bought. So I fixed the one that I thought was broken. Shh, don't tell. So I forgot about the bill of this hat. That's like under the hair. So I'm using that R29. So now that brings that hair forward in the cap. See how that worked? All right. I will be honest with you, I don't really love the way I did her hair. My strokes were a little too thick, but it's fine. Yes, I'm putting my markers away because if I don't, they'll stay on my desk until my next time I go live on Friday. So I will be live on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Man, my throat hurts. I'm going to take a drink, you guys. I don't mean to be rude. Yes, that's my adult sippy cup. It's got iced tea in it, so don't judge. There's nothing fun in it. Sad to say. Butters is making his little huffing noise. Do you need to go outside? Do you need to go tell your dad about it? Hold on. As soon as I said his dad, he's like, I ain't going. Go on. Bye. Love you. He's going to bust right through the door in about 10 seconds because I didn't follow him. Oh my. Did you guys see this? I forgot to color the hand. Can we do red again? I want to do red. Yeah, we're doing red. It's my card. If you want a different color, then you buy it and do it however you want. Hey, Miss Danny, good to see you. I have not named my scan and cut yet. Maybe, I mean, he might be like I always say she, though. She might be my girlfriend. I guess it would be my boyfriend. And like, there are times that I would probably choose it over most things in my craft room. In fact, I have. So the first time I broke a scan and cut, which I'm just going to tell you, it was my fault because I put a razor blade in it. Kind of like I just put an alcohol pad in it. Once Sean deemed that it was broken, I ordered one in 30 minutes. Well, when I thought that I broke this one, during Prime days, I ordered it within 15 minutes. I hadn't even determined if mine was broken or not, but I wanted the Prime deal. So stamps really, like, Scan and Kite really is my favorite thing in my craft room besides my markers. So, in fact, I love my markers so much I've got 2 sets of them. One as a backup. I might let Sean start coloring with them. We'll see. We'll see. Don't hold me to it, and don't you dare tell him. It's our secret. That was the R29, R46. Yours was free, but it was long. Do you know I was talking to our friend Christina, and she said she gave hers to Goodwill. I about died when she said that. But if you know Christina, you wouldn't be surprised by that either. His hand looks like a hot mess right now. R24 is our lightest color, and we're just going to color it in and blend her. Get her done. Do you hear the little clippity clip of the toes? He's back. Guys, he went outside 10 minutes before I came in here. He's just being extra today. Do you know he woke me up 7 times last night to go to the bathroom? I don't even understand it. I guess what happens to the old people happens to the dogs. All right, let's get some of this. We're back to the spot. Okay. All right. So that's our coloring. I'm going to go ahead and Copic Acrea, whatever marker you like, you use. This is mine of choice. I wish it had a brush tip instead of a bullet nib, but if that's my only complaint, it's a really good day. So there we go. We highlighted the glove. We're gonna highlight the bill here a little bit. Okay. We're gonna the key is to kind of go in the dark spots. And just, you can give them some sparkle. Okay. Yay, girls, team fuzzy cutting. I know I'm team cussy fuzzy. Cussy cutting. Okay. So let's talk about this card for a moment. We are using the Pebble Beach. So this is a side folding A2 card. So 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I chopped it at 2 1/8. Okay. So that's our flap. I don't know. I then have this that we're going to mount. We also have to do it in here. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. So let's think about this for a second. All right, I am going to do that. So on this side, it looks like baseballs. On this side, it looks like stripes. I'm using the stripes because if anybody knows me, I like me a good stripe. Okay. Clippity clippity clop. You should have been a Clydesdale horse. Butters. He's a little Yorkie terrier, but he sounds like a cloppity cloppity clop. Now, I think that's too many stripes. So I'm going to use the red on the inside. So Justine's asking, fuzzy cutting, yes, no, or indifferent. Do I get to vote? Okay. Since we're in the city of where pigs fly, I'm going to use my pig press here. And on the front, I am going to use the stripes. I'm being very extra today. So I am anti-dye. I am a scan and cut girl. Now I love standalone dyes, but outline dyes to me just take up room. And I don't prefer them. Just being honest. But I know that they are loved. All right, so I do want to distress this. I did finally find my vintage photo. So I'm just going around the edges. You can use whatever brown. If you wanted to use red, I don't care, whatever your team is. I am not the card police. In fact, I would prefer you not to pick the same card as me. It's fine to use my card as inspiration, but I want you to have your own flavors. I always tell everybody I may not be your cup of tea, but I might be your shot of tequila. I don't know. We'll see. All right. And I'm gonna go ahead and distress this too. Now this paper has some gray distressing in it already, but I want to warm it up on the sides just because I can. All right. Let's go ahead and mount these things. So these are 4 inches, the blue is, and then I cut this to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we've got 2 of those because that's part of the flippity flip. So I love that side of the paper. So 43% of the people like dyes, 36 are indifferent. 21, okay. So I like standalone dyes. I'm not a huge fan of the other. All right. So on this card, front, my fingers aren't working. Okay. Nose is itching. Okay, I do want to ink this portion. And I'm just using what's on my brush. I'm not re-dipping. That's actually my favorite way of inking stuff up. Hey, 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 Husky, get out of here. Hey, buddy. Hi. Hi. You need to go. Oh, no, you're going to come say hi to me. Okay. Hi. 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 This is not a Husky Chronicle. No, no, no. There's too much stuff for you to get down. All right, you got to go now. Thanks for coming. Go on. Out. That was Jax, my blue-eyed husky. I love him. When I'm not on alive, doing the things. But sometimes they just need to make their own appearances, and that's fine. It's good. I am going to pop this side up. Hi, Crafty, Craft by Jay. Jay's going to be on Craft Roulette this weekend. He is the holiday weekender. So be sure to tune in to see Jay. All right. So I'm going to center that the best that I can. Okay. I didn't think that out too thoroughly. I should have taken that down a little bit, but it's fine. So she's asking if you're team cat or dog. We are a cat, dog, and bird here, and possum and raccoon, because they all come to see me. I think I should have been like a zoo keeper. I think that's what God wanted me to be, was like the zoo. So I was never allowed to have a cat when I was growing up. And my mom and dad said once I got married, I could have one. So the first thing I did was get a cat when I, got engaged to my first husband. And then we ended up with 5 cats. So that's how it's the flappity flap. I don't know, you guys. Don't know. So I'm going to put her down there. Actually, let's see how this is going to look. We got some things to work out before we commit all the things. One thing we can do. Where is that glove? I feel like it's the O.J. Simpson glove. Since this is going to spin now because it's dry. Okay. So think like spinner on crack right now. Not OJ. It's a spinner. I'm talking about the spinner. Don't want to get in trouble. So these are what the spinners look like, and they're wild. All right, so we've got dang low yikes. I always get myself in so much trouble. The thing is, I say I should just shut up. So dang whoa, yikes. We're going to use the whoa because that's fitting for Craft Roulette. I always get those backwards, so I have to make sure I had it going the right way. This is my favorite die. And you get all 3 instead of having to buy them individually and spending all that moolah. There we go. So yes, we are going to put her up there. Let's get my flying pig here. Okay. Okay. I just sent my pin flying. All right. So I want that up there. So I'm going to cheat. Cut my tape. Put it where I want it. If it fits, it hits the ball. Yep. So I make a lot of cards that go wonky, but I will just put this in a like 5x7 envelope, or I'll hand deliver it. So you just need to know that I understand that this is different. I'm gonna pop her up. Now, if I had thought about it, I would have cut her out a second time and I would have backed her so you wouldn't see that. But that's fine, because that part might show. You need to buy a new set. You lost your dang. Well, dang it, Jay. I can help you out with that. Look at her. Oh my God, you guys. I'm so excited. I love it. I love it. Okay, sorry. Sandy, don't get on me. I'm working on it. Okay, so we need to worry about this whole bow situation. Ugh. All right, so you know I'm starting out with a bigger piece of string than normal. So you know how you always put a piece of ribbon on your, like a piece of string on your finger to remember? Well, I almost forgot the bow, but it's going to go on the finger. Like, we're going to remember that we've got to get a home run. We've got to go real small with this. I heard somebody talking about pizza for dinner tonight. I was asking Sean earlier today if we could go to Skyline Chili. That's Cincinnati style chili for those of you who aren't from here. Most of you are not. But the original one that opened up down in Covington like 50 years ago just closed their door because they reopened like 2 blocks down, and they made it look like a 50s diner, and I wanted to go see it. And then he's like, did you forget that you're going live? And I'm like, yes. So it's going to be lunch tomorrow. We're going to let that dry for just a second. We're marinating. So you know I'm kind of a fan these days of multiple sentiments. And we're going to lob this off. So I did a lot of the stamping off camera just to save us a little bit of time. And I'm going to use my brown. And I'm going to distress her just a little bit. Do I need a little bit more ink? It's funny. Butters thought he wanted to leave. I think he does. I think they're out here, the clippity cloppity going again. But I don't think he wants to be with the Huskies. So I think that's why he's very indecisive, because they overpower him. They overpower me for that matter. All right. Does anybody like this card? Whoa, I'm your biggest fan. There we go. Let's get her down. I'll bring him up here in a minute. I mean, Jay's made his. Jay's our old dog that passed away. Jack's made his appearance. So it's only fair that Butters gets to make an appearance. So I'm just putting it on that little square there. Just a little dab will do ya. I wish there was like a super way to weigh that down right now, but I ain't got it. So I'm cutting this down. God, it's already starting to adhere. Woohoo! Do you love it, Annie? Do you like how I bite my lip when I'm trying to get tape to work? And just because I want this, want some wiggle room. Check it out. I love it. You guys, I have so much freaking fun with this stuff. Like, I am so happy when I get to craft. All right, we're going to give these letters some highlights. Oh, should have done that before. Just brought that to life, didn't I? Loving it, loving it. Okay, I'm using some Girl's Best Friend, which would be like clear diamonds for the diamond, since we're making a baseball card and we are on the baseball diamond. I don't know, I'm being really far-fetched with my crazy tonight. Okay, so I couldn't find my crafter's wand, so that's why you guys had to wait for me to come onto the live. Was because I had to run next door to get one. And then as soon as I sat down, I found it. It was hysterical. I'm like, okay, story of my life. Try to see if I can find a heart. Do I have a heart? Do I have a heart? I have a heart, but do I have a heart embellishment? Do I? Because if I'm telling somebody, whoa, I love you to the outfield and back, I feel like there needs to be a heart on there. Just saying. Have no idea where these came from. Probably Michael's. Should I have these in my store? Yes, I should. Hey, buddy, if you want to go outside, you need to go do that. You You need to go tell your dad because he's down there and he's waiting to wait on a Yorkie. I need my pen. My glue got, because I didn't have my holder up here. Oh! You guys, did you see that? Dang it. What the heck happened? Oh, because that's not my regular bottle. Wasn't the bottle I was using. Arr. I hear you. I'm not doing anything about it, but I hear you. Butters, we got like 10 more minutes. You can hold on. Any of you who knows, you're going, no, he can't. I know, bud. So there's this lady I watch. It's a true crime person, and she has to wait until like 1 a.m. to film because of her baby getting up and eating, and she's nursing and all the good stuff. All right, I can't see, and I feel like if I was, oh really? You need to go. Do not come back. He's not making an appearance, you guys, unless he comes back in and demands to make one. But yeah, she has to film like at 2 a.m. because it's the only time that she can film without a baby crying or her husband coming in and out. She puts on a quality production, unlike me. I just go with it. This is real life. This is my house. And I am who I am no matter where I'm at. And that's what you're getting today. So there you go. So I have a door in my craft room. This is hysterical. If anybody comes and like if we ever go to sell our house, they're going to think that we're like some axe murderers or something. We actually have latches on the outside because all the dogs know how to lock or unlock the doors or like can do the handles. So we have latches on the outside. So like literally like somebody could come right now and they could lock me in with the little latches on the outside of the door. But I have that on the craft room and on the storeroom. So like nobody's in there. So everything stays hair free in the house. So you guys ready for the micro spinners? Is that cool? All right. So for the tartan colors, we used red and blue, and we used actual tartan paper. We, of course, used Whoa, I'm your biggest fan. Love you to the outfield and back. We used this sweet little girl. And then we used the baseball vibes flashcards, and I foiled that in like this cool gold. It's a warm gold, but yeah, isn't that cool? So that's our time. 'Tis the season. So let's bring back our parameters. We've got the flip flap card, which I like the way Justine did it. She actually had a flap that opened on the inside. That's what I always knew it to be, but Mary said that works. So we've got the tartan. We've got the time being 'tis the season, and we've got a bow on the finger because you got to remember that you've got to hit a home run. So there we go. Did I get a home run with this? I feel like I did. All right, you guys, I think it's time for me to either go get some Skyline or have a real dinner of some sort. But This was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. These micro spinners never get old, and we just restocked them, so grab them while they're hot. I can't stop. I just can't. I love it. Okay, so I will see you guys, hopefully some of you, Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. God willing, that's the plan. And you might see a sneak peek of something that's coming up on the new release. I think we release in about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever. So lots of fun there. So you'll get to see me do a little sneaky peeky. And yeah, love you guys. See you next time. Bye.